I bet some of you are surprised. If you have been my subscriber since before April of 2017, that's last year, nearly 1 year has passed now, you might remember this series. I pride myself at being, in real life, of course, being a person that always finishes what I start. And here before you is an unfinished series that I started maybe 1.5 years ago. It's really hard to remember now. It's been a drag, and it's been one of my biggest shames when it comes to my Star Wars The Old Republic video collections. I would like to revisit that and return back to this series and finish it, not so much this time for you, my audience, because I don't really expect too much of a hype, too much of interest. That's something old, and that's something probably not many of you would be interested to watching or rewatching, especially those of you who haven't seen the first 26 episodes. But how about we continue with the story wherever we left it? Honestly, I haven't played this character in a while. I do play Arsenal Mercenary from time to time just to keep my memory fresh as to how the class plays out. But I usually play a level 71. So what do you have to do? To steal a bleeding part is the quest before us. Obviously, I've got a bunch of other purple quests. These are from the previous planets, bonus missions and things like that. What I have to do is enter the Dark Heart Ritual Chamber. How about we use the new galactic map and just travel there? Oh, I'm currently here. That's cool. That's why it doesn't allow me to exit. So I can just go back out to Voss immediately. And of course, I'm going to hide myself so I don't distract you when there is a cutscene. This story, this video series, began with a huge focus on the story of the original story of the bounty hunter in Star Wars The Old Republic. And that would be the plan until the end. Oh, look at that! I'm actually in the middle of something, apparently. And it seems that I'm going the wrong direction. Or at least I'm facing the wrong direction. Wow. Oh, maybe it would be interesting of you to show you what kind of gear my character is using. Maybe you're not familiar with the gear I'm using. This is from 2 years ago, well, almost 2 years ago, the special Dark versus Light armor suit, which of course is empty because I'm way above the level this quest and the planet overall Voss is originally designed for. So I'm playing naked, boosted to level up faster. Not that I need that character to level up. I don't plan to do any kind of end game with him. And forgive me, but it's been a while since I haven't logged into him, so I have a couple of quick tweaks to do because I have probably reinstalled the game at least a couple times, maybe more. I do reinstall it from time to time because I have to. You think they will aggro me? Probably not. So, let me know in the comments how many of you guys actually do remember when this walkthrough started. It was tied to my website as kind of a promotional feature back at the time. Of course, many things have changed since then, and these videos will be normally appearing on YouTube as they should be. What the hell? Something wrong with my camera? Maybe I'm imagining things. It may not be as powerful as it once used to be, but that from above is by far the best looking animation. Maybe not in the whole game, but at least from the collection of abilities for the bounty hunter. And look at where I need to go. What the hell? Do not want exploration missions. I do want all of these things to appear, though it doesn't really make too much of a sense to not have them. And alright, that's where I'm actually going. And probably the quickest would be if I travel back to the main camp, which is supposed to be here. The one to the right was the cantina, if I remember correctly. I haven't been to Voss in a long time either. It used to be one of my favorite planets, all the way up to the Nightmare Lands, and the content there, plus the bonus missions, the bonus content, is kind of frustrating. Apparently I haven't upgraded my abilities. Let's see the fat one. What do you have to offer me, dude? Oh, look at it. Electronet has appeared. Huh. You also have a speeder for whatever reason. Okay, let's do some rearrangements because I don't know what the hell I've been doing. Okay, let's leave it at that. Nothing here is really challenging, so let's not get distracted a lot. Someone says in the chat that they hate the walking. Oh, you don't see that, it's behind me. Never mind then. Nightmare Lands, here I come. Bounty Hunter is one of the better class stories on the Empire side, I think. The best one, to my liking, is the Seat Warrior. Probably second would be the Imperial Agent, and well, actually, out of 4 available stories, this one comes third, so not that good, at least to my personal taste. What do you think? Which story is the best? I'm guessing there would be a severe fight in your mind, if you've played through them, of course, Seat Warrior or Imperial Agent. Many Empire players tend to lean towards the Imperial Agent, specifically the female version, because there is a special character voicing her over, about which I actually learned a year ago. I do have 2 Imperial Agent females. One of them is a sniper, one of them is an operative, and I've never played the story on both of these characters. I just quickly leveled them up. That was years ago, so speed leveling and X-Pack experience boosts were just not really that popular back then. And speed leveling means just doing PvP, Flashpoints, and heroics and things like that. But I leveled them up quickly so I can reach the end game. Back when, well, actually that must have been 3 years ago, maybe even longer, when I played on the Empire side as a main side. That lasted for about 9-10 months. That's a lot of traveling there. I used to cut these parts from the first episodes of the walkthrough. I'm not really sure if I'll do that. Obviously, if you're watching and hearing it, I haven't cut it. But I'm having a little bit of a trouble finding what to talk about when I'm traveling like this. Except maybe filling the blanks with some personal experience related to the game. How about we talk about something current? Depending on when you're watching this video, it may not be current anymore, but I'm recording this in the first days of January 2018. It's been a very long time since the last content update. Well, just about 2 months to Star Wars: The Old Republic. And it was just a Flashpoint with a very minor update to the current storyline, which is related to Tyrant's betrayal. We're expecting a third Flashpoint, eventually a conclusion, or maybe there would be more after that, but there will definitely be a third Flashpoint, and it will be related to the story because we have an empty entrance on Odessan in that special private area. Well, it's not private, sorry, it's not private area actually. It's a small hub, public though. Do I have a Steam? Damn it. Should have maybe transferred the Steam. Because it's always good to have a Steam, especially now in my case where I can craft them for free. Bioware reintroduced the purple ones. for endgame, and they're awesome. Ooh, update for the Dark Heart. Well, let's see, that's a long travel with probably a lot of monster kills. Let's see. Sometimes the game just delays their spawn, but in this case, I can't really remember why everything was empty. Probably someone went ahead and cleared them up. There are 44 people I see in this instance of Voss somewhere around me, which I dare say is actually a little bit more than what I remember last time when I was here. But then again, we went through a server merge, so there are more people on each of the servers, the 5 remaining servers. I guess it's only understandable that there will be bigger population, even on the earlier planets. Ooh, story.
I expected we'd cross paths again, but not here.
You're keeping interesting company these days, General.
It's not hard to find people who share a desire for peace and prosperity. A Mandalorian wouldn't understand. I'm so close to getting these people on speaking terms, and you're about to throw it all away. For what, money? Tell me you're not that petty.
You can't negotiate your way out of this one.
My friends here long for peace, and they're willing to fight for it. Show him what you're made of.
Time for a boss fight. Always clear the small mobs. In this case, they are designed to die very quickly and very easily. Interrupt whenever you see a healing. That's always nice to have. How about we do this arrangement? Let's talk to them now.
Wait! Cease fire! This is a losing battle.
Finally dawned on you that resisting is pointless?
I had to try. Now I have to deal. This is a pivotal moment in this planet's history. I won't let our squabbles get in the way. If you'll allow these Gormak to return home, I'll lay down my weapon.
I've already got you dead to rights.
It's a small concession. They've done enough dying for others' sake. Jedi and Sith waged war here centuries ago, both manipulating these people into fighting their battles for them. It's all painted here on these walls. Now, we've come full circle. These people deserve better than to be exploited by galactic politics. Give them a fighting chance.
Couldn't care less about the Gormak.
You think they'll really make peace? I hope so.
Thank you. Go. Others need to know what we found here. Do what you came to do.
After all you put me through, I'm gonna enjoy this.
No regrets.
Let's go, please.
We're done here.
Do you remember what kind of a character I set Burzo to be? Ruthless, at the same time careless, sometimes a joker. All in between, but definitely not leaning towards the dark side or the light side. Now, something I had apparently forgotten is to activate show conversation alignment gain. This will give us visual hint before I mouse over or click on the dialogue option. What kind of an outcome it would be, light side, dark side, or nothing. Return to Ambassador Yoran, who is back at the main... I keep calling it camp. Isn't exactly a camp. Base? Okay. Starter base. That sounds better. And hey, I have reappeared. You know how long it's been since I've done this kind of thing? Well, exactly since April. No, longer. The latest episode of the series in April 2017 was actually a live stream. So it's been even longer than this that I've done local recording for a normal video upload where I sit in front of my screen and camera and talk to myself. I mean, talk to you.
General Redrish is dead.
You're back. Oh, I hadn't heard one word since you left for the trials. I thought she'd got the best of you. I suppose no news is good news in this case. If you'd raised any suspicion capturing her, I'd have heard about it. Whatever General Redrish's plans were, it seems we've avoided the fallout.
Chasing her was like running through a minefield.
Debating her wasn't much different, but arguably less deadly. This is the most relieved I've felt in months. I might even actually sleep tonight. Take this with my gratitude. It'll complement the sum of credits Darth Tormund sent quite nicely.
Your gratitude is appreciated, Ambassador.
I'll send word of your success to Darth Tormund promptly. Farewell.
Mission completed. It's time to go back to my ship and to the terminal. The quickest way is, I suppose, through my stronghold. Back in 2011, it never occurred to me how weird the old female characters look in the game. But now, as I looked into this couple of characters here, a female and a male, that we just saw in the beginning of the video, it made me think that the female characters look, the old female characters look kind of scary. Do you feel the same way? I don't know if it's just me. The male characters somehow look naturally old, but the females are just... Alright, I'm back in my ship. Home sweet home. And, oh, look at the terminal. I've got a bunch of missions available. First strike on Elam, countdown to Doomsday. I can already start my cab, but well, I'm not starting it, of course.
My subordinates tell me that you dealt with the privateer and the Kawati woman.
There's nothing keeping the plan from moving forward.
Good. The campaign on Raban is coming to a close. I will direct my forces towards a full-scale assault on Corellia. Rendezvous with my flagship, the Tyrant, in Raban's outsystem.
Corellia. You've heard where we are going? Travel to the Tyrant. Well, okay, not Corellia directly, but Corellia in a moment. Where is... there we go. Got lost for a moment there. Ooh, look at that flashy, bright notification. Controlled by the Sith Empire. I really love the new design of the galaxy map. Unfortunately, it's so extremely laggy for the first 2 or 3 or 5 seconds. Regardless of what machine you have. Use your ship's holo terminal. Let's go.
I am Captain Evelyn, commanding officer of the Tyrant. You are Darth Tormund's bounty hunter?
I don't answer to Tormund, or you.
Then consider this an urgent request. Republic Special Forces slipped on board during our troop withdrawal. They've completely overrun the command decks. It won't be long before we lose the bridge. If you act quickly, we might be able to turn things around.
Darth Tormund can't handle this himself?
He went to deal with the attackers personally, but his soldiers are sealed off from the bulk of the fighting. The borders initiated a complete lockdown, trapping our defenders and the subdecks. I need you to undo their tampering. With their overrides disabled, we can unseal the lock decks from the bridge, so Darth Tormund and his soldiers can retake control.
Those Republic dogs are as good as dead.
The borders are not your primary concern. No unnecessary risks. I'm transmitting the location of the ship's network junctions. Restore the systems and we can handle the rest. I've opened the docking bays and disabled our weapons. You can make a safe landing if you hurry. The window of opportunity is...
Now or never.
If we're going to land, we better do it before the boarders get the turbo lasers back online.
we're in for a rough landing.
Business as usual then?
Figures I'd have a big lunch.
That's something I really miss in the newer story content for Star Wars The Old Republic. Huge interaction between my character and their companions all throughout the cinematics. Board the Tyrant, alright, then we're going down, apparently. Oh, I'm seriously lost. What can I do? Except maybe research my own ship once again so I can remember what's where. One of the reasons why I wanted to play a Bounty Hunter story so long ago is because, again, I've played it a very, very long time ago. Why am I? Oh, that's where you're hiding. Oh. It's weird that a Sith Lord cannot handle these things, and yet solo bounty hunter, well, not exactly solo, I'm using my companion to do this with absolutely no trouble. Oh, I hate that. Do a gold one. It's a little bit slower again because I'm not using any decent gear. Look at the items I've got in my weapons. They are also old. Baro 86. What level is this? 34. Nice. Okay, I can finish them with that. Did that guy just flew? Or teleport? Can't wait to get to level 56. There is a special armor set that I've been dreaming about wearing for a very long time. It's a replica of an old... I want to say... It's either Kulumi and Trakata version of an old armor set, or was it the Champion or Battle Master? I think it was the Battle Master, the first endgame highest tier level 50 PvP set. There were 3 PvP sets at launch for level 50. Let's see, Centurion, Champion, Battle Master. Wow, I even remember the names. Good to me, or good for me. Almost there. And I haven't completed the bonus quest, but should I care? Probably not. Or maybe I'll just automatic complete it without just killing absolutely everything. Damn it. It's not a good idea to keep forgetting about that guy. I probably won't be able to get all three of them. Yeah. But at least I got the weak ones. For whatever reason, Mako was idle, set on follow. I tend to do that sometimes.
You must be the bounty hunter Captain Evelyn contacted. Thanks for the rescue. Once they killed the captain, we thought the fight was as good as done.
I've restored control of the bridge.
We need a few minutes to override the lockdown, but we're finished if we have to hold off another attack. Will you assist in defending the bridge?
Do I really have a choice?
Well, I suppose not. Get those lower decks unsealed, ASAP.
There I am back. Apparently I forgot to turn myself on. That sounds weird. Defend the bridge. Here is the first wave. No, 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 don't split. Damn it. Seven seconds for all cooldowns to reload and prepare. Hey Mako, you probably want this.
Hey, thanks.
You're welcome.
You sure?
I'm giving my
okay.
companion
Thanks.
gifts while I'm waiting. They are inactive, damn it. Really hard to try and follow any kind of a rotation or ability priority at this middle to high level because I'm not really certain what abilities I've got. Come on, guys. He's a leaper. Oh, I'm overheating. Probably because I'm not supposed to use missile blast that often. Here is a quick tip that I usually give when I play a character. Whoops. Let's see the story. Wow.
My lord, it's a relief to see you unscathed.
Where is Captain Evelyn?
The captain's dead, sir, my lord.
And yet you avoided his fate.
Yes, I mean, no. We were
Well, I'm not sleeping tonight.
I have you to thank for a ship.
You wanted to discuss Corellia.
Have this ship operational by the time we are finished. I am mobilizing my entire division to Corellia. The rebellion will be crushed. Corellia will fall, but military victory will not be enough. I do not want the Republic merely defeated. They must submit.
and a corpse can't grovel. I get it. Who do you want?
There is a massive resistance supporting the Republic's defense of Corellia. You will secure the rebel leaders. I will make them kneel. When the rebellion bows before Corellia's rightful leaders, our trap will be set.
Assuming you break them.
Their limits will not be tested, they will be shattered. A compact will be signed publicly. Corellia's governor will demand that the Supreme Chancellor ratify the treaty and withdraw Republic forces. The Supreme Chancellor will have to acknowledge that the Corellians have chosen Imperial rule, but not before June Seros convinces him that his Jedi can turn the tide.
Zero shows his face. I'll blow it off. When do we start?
Immediately. I have sent my forces ahead, under command of General Crow. Meet with him and proceed according to plan. When the Tyrant is hyperspace capable, I will join you.
Once again, he's sending me like a dog to do his dirty work before he can join and just take all the good rewards and the fame for himself. That's a Sith Lord for you. Travel to Corellia. This will be for the next episode. I don't know, probably a last one or maybe 2 more. We'll see.